Hello, readers. Today I'm going to read an informational text. I look at the front cover to read the title and the author's name. The title is Weather and the Seasons. The author's name is Margaret McNamara. She wrote the words. Let's look at the picture on the front cover together. I see a bolt of lightning. Have you ever seen lightning? Lightning means there is a storm nearby. Let's look at the table of contents. All right, boys and girls, here is the table of contents. The table of contents tells us how the text is organized. We can see that there are 4 chapters, and each of the chapters has the name of a season. So chapter 1 is the weather in summer, chapter 2, the weather in fall, chapter 3, the weather in winter, and chapter 4, the weather in spring. Then there is a conclusion and the glossary and index. We will look at all of these things. Let's begin reading. On this page, boys and girls, they have some of the words that we will hear in the story. Rain, seasons, snow, temperature, thunderstorm, weather. Introduction. Seasons are times of the year. A year is 12 months long. Each season is about 3 months long. The seasons are summer, fall, winter, and spring. We can describe each season by talking about the weather, what people do, and the hours of daylight. Down here below, boys and girls, remember these are called captions. These tell us about the photographs. This caption says, what do you like to do in each season? And you can see the people in these pictures are doing something different in each season. In the summer, it's swimming. In the fall, they're playing in the leaves. In the winter, this boy's playing hockey. And in the spring, planting flowers. Chapter 1, the weather in summer. The temperatures are warmest and the days are longest in summer. Many people like to do things outside. Sometimes rain can ruin a summer day. Do you see a lot of rain in summer? Some places have thunderstorms that pour down rain. Let's look at the photographs and read the captions. In this photograph, the caption says, "This family is hiking in summer." In this photograph, the caption says, "Many people like to swim in summer." And over here, for the lightning, it says, "We hear thunder and see lightning in a thunderstorm." The weather in fall. Temperatures are cooler in fall, so people often wear pants and shirts with long sleeves. The temperatures are cooler and the days are shorter in this season than they are in the summer. What do you like to do in fall? Let's look at the photographs and read the captions. People play football in the fall. Over here, I see a tree blowing, so it must be very windy there. let's read the caption and see. Some places have hurricanes in early fall. So that tells me a hurricane is a kind of a storm where it is extremely windy. We can tell that by looking at the photograph. Chapter 3, the weather in winter. Temperatures are coldest in winter, so people dress in warm clothes when they do things outside. Because the sun shines for the fewest hours, the days are shortest in this season. Some places have snow. What do you like to do when the weather is cold? Let's look at the photographs and read the captions. These people are wearing warm clothing in winter. A blizzard is a huge snowstorm. What does it look like, boys and girls, that people are wearing in the winter? I think you can recall from what you wore, that you wore a hat and mittens and a warm jacket and snow pants and boots. Because it's colder out, we need to have that protection on our body. Chapter 4, the weather in spring. People say that spring comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Why do you think people say this about spring? Think about the weather in winter and the weather in summer to help you answer the question. By the end of spring, the temperatures are warmer and the days are longer. Let's look at the pictures, the photographs, and the captions. Many people play baseball in the spring. A picnic is a fun way to celebrate spring. Tornadoes happen mostly in spring. Talk with someone at home about that saying that spring comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. What do you think that means? Conclusion. The weather in each season is different. People wear different clothes and do different things in each season. So in summer, we have the warmest temperatures and the longest days. In the fall, you have the cooler temperatures and shorter days. In the winter, you have the coldest temperatures and the shortest days. And in the spring, you have warmer temperatures and longer days. All right, boys and girls, this is called a glossary. And a glossary is a place to go where you can look up words that you hear in the story and find out what they mean. Find out the definition. Then down here is the index. Index. That is where it will tell you the page number where you can find certain topics in the text that you have just read. So if I wanted to find out about spring, I would go to page 4 and I would go to page 12. Now over here is an interesting thing. This word is meteorologist. Do you know what a meteorologist is? A meteorologist is a scientist who predicts weather and studies how the weather affects the environment. If you watch the news with your family sometime, you will see a meteorologist on the news giving the weather report. Check that out. All right. And on the back I'm showing you the back cover. Remember, it gives you a little idea. You can always go to the back cover to find out what the story is about. Now, today, we read this informational text and we used the photographs to understand the ideas in the text. Now, what I want you to do with someone in your family is I want you to try to compare and contrast two seasons. How are they alike and how are they different? All right. Thanks, readers.